Happy Devils Saturday! This is The Woo Report! The Woo Report! Episode 425, titled Devils Fighting Back. Yes, we're going to be talking about a little bit of beefalytics here on the podcast, on The Woo Report. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. As tonight, the Devils take on the Vancouver Canucks. It is Rangers Suck Fortune Cookie Night at American Whiskey. For pregame, I'll be there between 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern with Game Day Live. As the storm is coming, the weather is going to turn for the worse. But we got a hockey game tonight. But last night, the New Jersey Devils finally displayed some kind of physicality, some kind of chippiness, initiating the hits. And this is what we talked about, and I haven't seen it. We haven't seen it since the Devils-Rangers series, playoff series last season, which we knew this team was capable of throwing their weight around. But last night against the Chicago Blackhawks, it was a beauty. Because what we saw was emotion. What we saw was, being physical, dictating the play, answering the bell. Because when Brendan Smith hit Connor Bedard, which was a clean hit, by the way, Chicago did exactly what they were supposed to do. React. Stand your ground. Even though it was a clean hit, and I know some will debate me, well, it was a clean hit, woo. You know, you're trying to go back to old-time hockey. This is not about old-time hockey where it was staged fighting, it was nothing but fighting, there was the game, outside of the game fighting. No, what we're talking about here is defending your own teammate, sticking up for the guy right next to you. And that's what Chicago did. You have to give them credit. Bedard gets hit, clean hit. Okay, what does Brendan Smith do? He answered the bell. Because Brendan Smith knew that he hit the league's poster child, Connor Bedard. He knew that he hit their best player. Although a clean hit, you know that there are consequences. And we never see Devils actually do that kind of reaction kind of thing when Nico Hischier gets hit or Jack Hughes. I mean, every once in a while we'll see it, but it just keeps on happening often where it goes unanswered. And you see why Chicago did that. Because they want to draw a line in the sand. Or in this case, draw a line in the ice and say, enough. That's not going to happen. And Brendan Smith had a good scrap there, which came a little bit later in the game. But what about Kevin Ball? Nice hip check. Again, getting chippy, standing your ground. Nathan Bastian getting in the mix. Got a penalty, but he got in the mix. And that's what I'm talking about. We talk about beefalytics. We talk about beef. The Devils, I have said at times a couple years ago, they're a bunch of wimps. But now they're learning. That it takes a team to win a Stanley Cup. It takes a team to get you out through the gutter. Talent alone is not going to win you every game. You got to do more. By the way, joinourcrew.com. You can sign up for the latest of our live events or anything that's going to be happening with our beer and Crew Brew. Where we make winning memories together, one crew at a time. Join our crew today, joinourcrew.com, as we celebrate my Asian heritage tonight at the Rock, Asian Heritage Night. And to do that at American Whiskey for pregame, we are giving away Rangers Suck fortune cookies. Yes, brought to you by And Crew Brew, where we make winning memories together, one crew at a time. Yes, Rangers Suck fortune cookies. Come into the bar, order And Crew Brew, and get yourself a Rangers Suck fortune cookie. It's also a crummy commercial as well, but that's okay. And I agree with you, Nintendo Wii in the YouTube Live. Blackhawks don't deserve Bedard. No, I don't think so. Matter of fact, I think their first-round pick should have been yanked, if you ask me. Michael Descala says, look at my reply to your tweet an hour ago. I will do that. Tom, good friend of the podcast, Tom Smith said, Foligno, before Faceoff said, you have to drop with me. Well, and guess what? Brendan Smith didn't back down. Brendan Smith dropped the gloves. Brendan Smith didn't really have to. His hit was clean. But you got to answer the bell. And you know what? You don't want the Devils to be pushovers. We saw that last season, what Matthew Tkachuk did to Nico Hischier. Nico Hischier accidentally, on the faceoff, fell on Barkov's knee. A lot of artificial infuriation came about from the Florida Panthers, and they went after Nico Hischier whenever they could. And it took, 2.5 years before any of the Devils, and I believe Brendan Smith responded in the third period, to respond to the Florida Panthers hitting Nico Hischier, the captain of your New Jersey Devils. But I got to tell you, I have to tell you, you see what happened to the Florida Panthers? They willed themselves to the Stanley Cup Finals with that kind of grittiness. Hockey grit is what the Devils need right now. We don't want softies on this team. We want players that can dig in, play hurt if they can, and find ways to win. Gut it out. And last night was a trap game because the Devils had trouble with the San Jose Sharks. They had trouble with the Columbus Blue Jackets, the BJs, losing to bottom feeder teams. These trap games. And here comes the Chicago Blackhawks and Connor Bedard in the Rock. Devils down 1-0. What happened? They gutted out. They said, no, we're going to defend our home ice. We're going to defend our goalie. We are going to play great team defense, which Vanacek, a little shaky at times, only gave up 2 goals. And I know it is the Chicago Blackhawks, but these teams that are really trap teams can be very tricky. And the Devils did what they had to do, winning 4-2 because they fought back. They gutted out. It's one of those ugly games where you just got to figure it out. You can't just finesse your way and outskill your way in the NHL. Jack Hughes throwing his weight around. Pound for pound, if there was a featherweight between Jack Hughes or any other featherweights in the NHL, my money's on Jack Hughes because that guy is actually a gritty player. And he makes use of his frame. Max, thank you for the super chats and the YouTube Live. Snowbucks, back-to-back bucks. Thank you, Max. And for those that haven't yet, joinourcrew.com. It's our little sign-up webpage, so, we can keep in contact with you. Podcast is getting bigger. Tonight, we don't have Christophe Olowa. Last minute cancellation. We said that yesterday on the podcast, but we might have a special guest tonight on Rangers Suck Fortune Cookie Night. Stephen Herschel said, love the beef. Love the beef. I loved the beef. I loved every minute of it. As I was sipping away on my drink, you want to see what I got for Christmas? My mother-in-law, my crazy mother-in-law, got this for me for Christmas. Very nice. Yeah, it says Sam Wu on it. Real official NHL merchandise. Yes. This nice cup I got with the straw. Devil's logo. It's a Sam Wu on it. Pretty cool. Love it. Beef, it's what's for dinner, says Select the Boy. But we love beef. We love beef on this podcast. I love beef. I love it. I love it. Well, let's see here. Ted has signed up. Max has signed up. A lot of people signed up to joinourcrew.com. Yes, joinourcrew.com. Sign up today. And you'll have all the latest updates. And we'll do email blasts and text message blasts. So, hey, if we got your phone number and you're at the outdoor game on February 17th and you want to know where we're at because nobody knows what's going on with parking right now at MetLife Stadium because the NHL is in full control of the stadium, not MetLife Stadium. It's actually the NHL is in full control, getting parking passes, all that kind of stuff. We don't even know what's going on right now, but once we find out, we'll do a little email blast, all that kind of stuff. And Crew Brew. Yep. And we'll have some And Crew Brew at our tailgate as well. But tonight, at American Whiskey, Rangers Suck Fortune Cookie Night. It's one of the greatest promotions of all time here on the Let's Go Devils podcast. I'm all about Devils fighting back. I'm all about the Devils. I hope there's just so much winning. Because once this team figures out how to play good defense, team defense, they get timely goaltending. And with their offensive firepower, Mikey McLeod, who is on fire right now, he is entering his prime. We are finally seeing why Ray Shero drafted Mikey McLeod. Motor Mike, as what Bill Spaulding would say. Why trade him now? I know his stock is high, but he is everything you want in a player going into the playoffs. Can do faceoffs, has size, can drop the gloves if needed, can motor around and drive hard to the net. Puck possession, uses his body effectively in the corners. Those are the little things that you need to win big hockey games. And why I want you to join our crew, joinourcrew.com. Yes, joinourcrew.com. Sign up. Sign up because now we will be in constant contact with you. Yes, we use constant contact to do this. But we want to be in contact with you because our events are going to be big. We are going to be winning and winning together and making great memories together, one crew at a time, and Crew Brew. Can't plug that enough. I appreciate all the compliments of the beer, the good folks at Departed Souls. There's going to be a rebrew. Yes, a rebrew of the And Crew Brew. We are selling out. We have literally no cans left, except for what's really behind me. Those are the cans we really have left. I know Andrew has been asking me for it. I'm still trying to figure a way how to find an underground railroad, so to speak, to Florida, Andrew, but we'll figure that part out. Do not trade McLeod, says Beachmaster. Absolutely not. Beachmaster Flex on the YouTube Live. Is And Crew Brew on tap tonight at American Whiskey? You betcha. You betcha. Yeah, we still have kegs left, but it's running out. So, you know what? Drink up. We got beer towers. We got Rangers suck, fortune cookies. Devils are fighting back. I am so happy right now. I am fired up. And it's going to be great. I'm going to even have a Sam salad, and I'll use chopsticks if anybody wants to see. I got my rice patty hat as well. Let me text Mrs. Wu and have her bring it down so I can show you what I'll be wearing today. Da 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 da. Yeah, so I just texted Mrs. Wu. But yes, if you know the Rangers suck, clap your hands. If you know the Rangers suck, clap your hands. If you know the Rangers suck and they'll never win the cup. If you know the Rangers suck, clap your hands. And we're not even playing the Rangers tonight. But it is Asian Heritage Night. Celebrating my heritage. I'll use chopsticks tonight just for one night only at American Whiskey. Just to celebrate my heritage. Hold on. Yeah, I forgot where I put. I forgot where I put my rice patty hat. I got to show you guys since we do this live video thing. And is Mrs. Wu happy about the Devils fighting back? I will have to ask Mrs. Wu about that, but I bet you she is. You know why? Because I get excited. You know, Mrs. Wu doesn't like a bunch of softies. I can tell you that much. She doesn't like pansies on this Devils team. She doesn't like fragile players. You know. Yeah, I'm just texting her right now. Hughes Bowl 2. Yes, that's the other thing that's getting all lost here. Hughes Bowl 2. But is Jack Hughes going to play tonight? I got my Jack Hughes jersey on. See my number 86 Jack Hughes jersey? I'm wearing it right now. Hughes Bowl 2. Will Jack play? Zach W. says, after last night's game, I have a newfound respect for Brendan Smith. Let me tell you something, folks. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Listen up. Brendan Smith is last season's Eric Holla. Remember everybody trashed Holla? Now we all love Holla? Well, Holla got the dollars, and guess what? He is one of my favorite players, and Brendan Smith is there. Thank you, Mrs. Wu. So, yes, I will be serving Rangers Suck fortune cookies tonight and eating with chopsticks to celebrate Asian Heritage Night at American Whiskey. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. And ask for some rice, too, when you're at American Whiskey. Yes, we got to stick together. It's all about winning. Second half of a back-to-back that the Devils tend to go sour. Not enough energy. Not enough beef. Last night's game went pretty long because there's so many stoppages. But tonight, you expect a Rick Tocchet coach team to really deliver. To really deliver. And I'll tell you, this is the big test tonight against the Vancouver Canucks. Canucks are going to avenge from their loss to the Devils back at a couple months or a month ago in Vancouver. The Hughes family, I'm assuming that Ellen Hughes, who really is the most valuable player of the New Jersey Devils, will be at the Rock tonight. Now people are already putting in the predictions, but I'm going to save mine for Game Day Live at American Whiskey, which I'm going to be leaving in about a few minutes from the confines of my bunker out into the real world where it's going to be snowing tonight. But no matter, you got to get it out. You got to get it out, folks. You got to get it out. Playing against a white-hot Canucks team. Says like the boy. Let's go, baby, is what Jack Hughes would say for Hughes Bowl 2. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Join our crew today. Yes, joinourcrew.com. Sign up for the latest and greatest updates soon to happen. Yes, and I will drop a A2 prediction, Michael Descala. And I will look at your tweet as well on Twitter. Looking on the Facebook Live, they're all probably sleeping in right now. Also, just a big shout out to David Decker. David Decker, Town Toyota, selling four-wheel drive Toyotas, RAV4s, Land Cruisers, Highlanders, 4Runners. Yes, David Decker, good friend of the podcast. Route 46, Ledgewood, New Jersey. Town Toyota, tell him Sam Wu sent you. And if you buy a Toyota today from David Decker, you will get 5 Ranger Suck fortune cookies as well. If you buy a Toyota today, courtesy of me, Sam Wu, here on the Let's Go Devils podcast, Wu Report. All right, folks. Gotta go. I'll see you tonight at American Whiskey. Hands 10-2 on the wheel. Because it's going to be a little dangerous out there, folks. You may be a good driver, but the guy or woman next to you may not be. So you got to pay attention. Pay attention. As the Devils are going to fight back. Going to fight back. Tom's going to be there. Tom, I'll see you there. Be there, be square. Till next time, this is the Woo Report. Let's go, Devils.